I must know something about relationship. Yes, I was too. That's true. So every week I do a program called Merle's Pearls. And I normally do it, or I have up until this week done it at on Mondays at 8 p.m. But I've changed because the world changes. And I'm doing it on Thursday, right after Thursday Thoughts with Merle and Patty. But so here I am for people that haven't heard me on Thursday. Now you're home, and at least a lot of you are, but you will be back to work. And I know it seems like it'll be forever, but it won't be forever. So, and if you're listening to me at home, just remember when you go back to work, you can listen to me again. It's at 12 o'clock if you're on the West Coast, right? And what is it? 12 o'clock will be 3 o'clock on the East Coast. Hi, Anita. How are you? So, I am a relationship worker. I do help people who need miracles in their relationships. I help them create their own miracles for their own relationships. It is possible with a little bit of guidance to create the life that you like with the people that you like in the way that you like. Caveat on that. People are who they are. They're not going to change for you. And nobody changes for you. You don't change for anybody else either. But we do behave differently in different circumstances. So we can create different circumstances. We can create different circumstances for ourselves. If we create different circumstances for ourselves, then that can bring out different things in us. Hello, Michael. And I think if there's ever a time that we need to be able to understand, to be intentional, and that we can have control over something, okay, we can't, right now we're in the middle of the coronavirus, we can't control the virus, but we can control ourselves. The government is trying to tell us control yourselves by sequestering yourself, being by yourself, so that you don't get what somebody else has and you don't give. Because since nobody can tell whether or not they have the virus, you don't know. Okay, that's something you can't, okay, so that's two things. One you can't and one you can. You can't control the virus, but you can control your behavior. You can also control how you feel about things. It's easy to get, what do they call it? Cabin fever. If you're by yourself or just with your family. If you have a family with kids, the kids could drive you crazy, but don't feel bad, you're driving them crazy too. I do walk in the morning, and you can tell even with people 6 feet away, everybody's nervous. So this is what you can do to make your life at home. I don't want to say more bearable. I want to say better than that. I want to say, how about if we take this opportunity, how about if we see the situation that's going on now as an opportunity? That no matter who's driving you crazy, that maybe it's your opportunity to learn how to have compassion for other people. Maybe it's your opportunity to learn how to be patient when you're not often that patient. Maybe it's your opportunity to do things that you haven't done before, like clean out your closet. Or do some projects at home, or learn how to use your computer better, or like learn to do Zoom or something with some of your distant family or friends. There are things that you can do now. I mentioned that I would talk about at work. You have People don't seem to have as much trouble getting things done because they have a boss that says you need to do this and this and this today. Not always, but a lot of times they can micromanage you, and even when they give you some space, your space is limited. But now you have 24 hours of space that you have to control. There is no boss that tells you what to do unless you're telecommuting, unless you're working at home. For a lot of us, we're sitting at home and nobody's telling us what to do. I mean, we may have kids, or we may have partners that are driving us crazy, but that doesn't count as telling us what to do. What we can do to make some sense out of this jumble of time that we're spending all the time at home, one of the things that we can do is pretend we're at work. Just say, okay, if I was at work, I would say I'm going to do this first, and I'm going to do that. Then I have this project that I have to do. But I also have this, so I'm going to do 2 hours on this, and I'm going to finish this. It'll only take me a half hour. And you work out an agenda for your day at work. And if you don't, I recommend it's a good idea. And it's such a good idea that you can do the same thing at home. Work out an agenda. Pick out the things that you think are important for you to do. If you have at-home work, how much time? Is it 4 hours at home work? Then fit in when you're going to do that. You could do it any time that you want. So pick out the time that, if it's at home work, you want to be the most alert. So that could be right first thing in the morning. But you also want to work out. So what kind of workout? Do you have a treadmill at home? Do you walk around your neighborhood? So put in your agenda some kind of workout that you do. Maybe you have weights that you lift at home. Maybe if you have nothing, if you're used to going to the gym, I have nothing at home. I don't have a treadmill. I can't remember what to do. Go to YouTube. There's a lot of yoga. I know, gosh, I can't remember his name, but look on YouTube. You will find people that are giving yoga classes or different workout classes. Pick one. Pick anyone, and then use that as your exercise. So, okay, now you have your agenda. You've got your 4 hours of work first thing in the morning. By the way, some people do better in the evening. So you've got to make it work for you. But put in that couple of hours that you have to work at home. Put in, really, please, I implore you, put in some kind of exercise activity. If you can go outside, if you have a terrace, a porch, then go outside. Spend some time, even if it's just outside your front door, just to be outside, and then come back in and do your treadmill, do your class, do whatever your exercise is. That's something that you want to schedule into your agenda. Schedule your eating, your breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Schedule that in, and schedule a half hour to prepare. Because even if all I do is have some salmon cut up in a salad, it takes me a half hour. So plan that in, and 2 minutes to eat, right? No, here's a chance to practice slowing down and eating uh, mindfully, and maybe taking a glass of water in between, or however it you feel is the most healthful way for you to eat. Plan that into your agenda. And then I think this is a perfect opportunity to start a reading habit. If you haven't been reading, here's your chance. Just, you know, if you haven't been doing it for a while, just plan in 15 minutes. It doesn't matter. But if you put it in your agenda and you do it on a regular basis, you will create a habit for yourself that will last you beyond when this is a distant memory. And you will still have this habit of reading, which is really a good thing to do. Then, okay, so you've eaten, you've exercised, you've walked outside for a moment at least. And so, and you've done your work. What else is it that's important for you to do? Maybe take some time to clean the house. Maybe you have a special project you want to do. Maybe you have an art project. I'll tell you some of the things that I found that people are doing. As somebody told me about a scavenger hunt. They did a scavenger hunt. So the first thing they did was walked around their house and said, well, what do I have in here that people could have, but not everybody? And they made a list of 10 things, so many things that you can find in your house. And then they did a Zoom call, or they texted, or they messengered whoever they wanted in this group, or whoever wanted to be in this group. And these 10 people or 20 people, whatever, they had a half hour to get all the items on the list that the leader made. And it was fun running around the house, finding a spoon, finding all different things. And then they had they were to meet at this time and Zoom in or messenger in and show on the table that they had all the ingredients that they were supposed to have. So you can have fun with it. People play checkers online. This is technology. It's our chance to get a little more comfortable with technology. So what I have said is to first be kind to yourself and be kind to other people. You're going to make mistakes. Other people are going to make mistakes. They don't mean it. They're just tense. So have compassion for yourself when you go off when you didn't mean to. Merle just said it, and there, I just still exploded. It's okay. It's okay. We're all allowed. Hi, April. Hi, Ray. It's Emmanuel Ray. I always read you as Ray, but you're Emmanuel Ray. I'd like to welcome people as they come on. Thank you. I was just saying about have compassion. Have compassion for yourself. And then if you treat this as an adventure, if you treat this as an opportunity to learn some skills that you don't have, like compassion, like patience with yourself, first of all, and then if you're not an agenda maker, if you don't plan out normally, here's a fabulous chance. And if you aren't reading, and you put in 15 minutes, a half hour, an hour a day that you're just going to read, then you're developing a new wonderful habit. And so when you look back and you say, oh my God, it was terrible those times, but boy, I'm a great reader now. That sounds silly, doesn't it? But it's true. It's true. We can make something, what? We can make lemonade out of lemons. It's your life. You can do that. I give you permission, as a matter of fact. So, I would like you to subscribe to my YouTube account, and I learned how to do it, but I'm not really sure how to tell you to do it. But I will post it on my Facebook. How you can like my YouTube account, because I'm trying to reach as many people as I can, and if you help me with that, that will enable me to reach more people. What else can I tell you? That's it. I'll be back. Okay, this is what I can tell you. This is this is Merle's Pearls, and because I've been married over 50 years, I ought to know something about relationships. And it's the one thing I know anything about. Phew, at least I know something about relationships. And just use this opportunity to learn new things, learn technology, learn how to like my YouTube page. Go to relationshipmiracleworker.com. You can find anything you ever want to know about me or what I'm doing right now. I was on the radio, Business Talk Radio 1.com. You can try that. Of course, get my book. If you want to get my book, go to my relationshipmiracleworker.com and use the link there. That'll take you to Amazon, but we'll get credit for it. Cracking the Relationship Code. Next Thursday, come back at noon, and you'll find me here. I may do a couple of extra Merle's Pearls, extra at various times. I don't commit to specific times, but just to give you a little upbeat as we sequester ourselves. Don't forget, next Thursday at 11, at an hour early. Remember, at an hour early, come here for Thursday's Thoughts with Merle and Patty. It used to be Monday morning with Merle and Patty, but now it's Thursday's Thoughts with Merle and Patty. Okay, thank you, April. April's gonna go to YouTube and subscribe. I really am grateful for that. And if you have any questions, anything, you by the way, you can go to relationshipmiracleworker.com/discovery session, and you can sign up for 15 minutes, and if it's more than 15 minutes, maybe we said 20 minutes, a half hour, whatever, it's free. If you have a question that you want to know, if you have one burning thing that you don't want to break down but you want to say to me, feel free. I'm happy to talk to you. And my phone is going low, so this is a perfect time to say goodbye and see you next week. Hang in there. Use it as an opportunity. Feel free to feel good. Just hug yourself. Hey, that's the one hug we're allowed to do. We can hug ourselves. Take care. Bye, everybody.